Hey, David, how's the weather over there? It must be hot.
Oh, it's cold. This is my cold plunge right
Good.
Juicy. Oh, yeah. Free plunge.
Ice bath.
Have you done that yet, the ice bath?
Yeah, I do it all the time. Every
You
morning.
do it all the time now?
Every morning.
Really?
It's changed my life. That saves so much more money. Like, I don't go out as much. I don't drink as much.
Just for taking ice bath.
Yeah, just by doing that.
Hey, goddamn Texan.
Damn.
He's a real Texan.
I'm smart with my money now.
Everything's perfect.
In a lot of ways. I cook better. It's incredible. My penmanship has increased. I can write cursive a little better.
Yeah,
Legibility.
It's true.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I mean, I've jumped in freezing ass cold water before, but like, yeah.
It makes you feel alive after you get out of the
That's
water.
what I hear. It's like a euphoric.
No, I mean, you know, if you've gone in cold water and you get out, you're like, oh, damn.
Well, I almost drowned.
Right.
I was like,
all right.
It really moved, dude. I was like,
well, you got to work on your breathing
cold,
too. It's not, you can't just jump in there. You got to also when you're in there, you got to get that breathing technique going.
You got to hype yourself up. You hype yourself up.
With the ice baths, like it's not running either. I mean, they do sell some that it's running water, but when
it's just fucking a bucket that you're fucking jumping in full ice. It's just fucking ice cold water.
Bucket ice. You think they got a bucket ice in Golby Tepe? You think they have that? Do you think they have that in Turkey, David? In ancient times, they had.
I don't think they were that smart back then. There's nothing to show that they were intelligent.
Hey, you know, the thing is, why was it
shot the hot take?
So here's the thing.
Shots fired.
So it was buried. It was buried. Yeah. Even back then, they covered it up. It wasn't covered by man-made. It was covered by man-made shit, but not by nature. So now they're going. Why did those people back then bury it too?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Well, I know what happened with the site is it's
destroy it. No one. And then they probably found one of the pillars that said, "Who the secrets of it," and they're like, "Hey,
yeah, it's like, oh shit, we're gonna find out too much."
What I bet they found, that layer of plastic.
A layer of plastic.
And they're like, no, we don't want
a geological plastic layer.
Well, it's the oldest archaeological site that we have to date.
It's 12,000 years old, BC.
Yeah, it's super old.
Oh, no. So yeah, that would make it almost 10,000, and then 2,000 with us. Yeah, so it'd be
and maybe older than that.
Yeah, the pillars have different carvings on it, and then 5% is excavated, only 5% of it. And then just recently, now I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I heard the World Economic Forum had some doing with this. But
the UN and some British billionaire.
Yeah, so what they did is they stopped all excavations, and they said, no, we're just going to save this for later generations. And I think they're going to save it for the 6th generation.
Save it for part 3.
But but why though? Because they were digging for something. They were already starting
because they're making a trilogy, dude. Come on,
bullshit. Why can't we movies? Maybe
National Treasure?
There's something that we can't know. Why can't we know that shit now?
Yeah,
why are they?
The Dugas.
They're not elected at all.
Well, I think it's time for us to go get an archaeology degree, and then get our asses out to Turkey, learn a little bit of Arabic. I think that's what Turkish is. I think it's Arabic,
I heard
right?
they plant trees all over it.
Someone correct me on
that. The whole dig site, they planted trees all over it to cover up everything. So they really made it to where you can't excavate there anymore. You're saying
that they did that afterwards, after 2017?
Yeah, my apologies. It is Turkish.
Yeah, in 2017 they had 5% done, and then after that, nothing got done. They stopped all excavations.
So is it technically less than 5% now? Then, if they're covering up more shit after it?
Yeah, like I said, they planted rows and rows of trees on there. But
they built they even built roads with cement.
So
so even where the tree you could have still excavated that, but they put trees over it. So over time, that whole area is just only gonna be that little spot.
Dude. John's so cool, dude.
He is cool, isn't he?
He's too cool, dude.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to hear everything he had to say right there. Yeah,
but that's the thing. I was like, so the guy that first was working on it was Klaus Schmidt. and for some reason he also passed away not too long ago. So
well, he died in like 2014, right?
Klaus Schmidt.
Yeah, Klaus Schmidt. Yeah,
Oh,
so he was
shit.
working nights. So then it's funny because then his wife went to go and check it out. They're like, "Oh, let's go check out," because she also was working on it.
Yeah,
and
she's an
she said,
archaeologist.
and she was like, she was horrified that what they did to it, because even the viewing, like for the public, for visitors to go, was drilling into like the sides of the freaking of parts of it. And she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they're never gonna take this off. This is like, this looks here like it's gonna be permanent. And
So they
that's
actually
pretty much
fixed it
where
into the
like
structure.
it goes back
Yeah.
to like, that's pretty much it. Or
Yeah,
what I
they're
have a
not
feeling
gonna,
what's
they're
gonna
not going to
happen.
keep excavating.
What I have a feeling is gonna happen, that we have the technology, that we probably could drill like just a hole somewhere and then go like a tunnel and just go and excavate it like that without even knowing people on top.
LiDAR.
Go under
They'll
it.
use LiDAR.
Go under it.
Well, that's to detect things, you know. It's just like, and that's what they already
go
did that.
underneath though, can't
No, they did LiDAR already.
And then there'll be a
detected
bigger
there's
secret. There'll be a
a
bigger
lot more.
secret, because like no one's gonna always just be like, oh look, we just only know 5%, but really they've dug the door over like maybe like a few miles.
I think they found something, dude. Like, because to me, it's like, okay,
they found something.
They told us to lie.
They found phosphorus flakes.
No, because like, look, they told us this lie, I guess it's a lie, you know, the whole Egyptian thing, how old the history is, and then it's like, hey, well, we found this other site that's even older than this stuff, and it's only 5% dug up. Like, oh, really? Wow. So now we're all like, you know, this is older than our predated history that we've been taught our whole life. So now we're gonna check it out. We're excavating. Like, you know what? No, let's just not dig it up. You guys don't need to know what's going on there. You know, let's just move along. You know, that's
move along.
Sounds very strange to me, and it's like,
well, it's similar to the thing in wasn't in China, under like the pyramid thing that they found out there.
the Sea of Mercury.
Yeah,
they never opened it because they're afraid of that, because of the tail. But China's very
superstitious.
Well, they're particular about their sites too. They don't want nobody digging their stuff.
But I'm just saying, it's a government thing to start shutting down anybody from excavating it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing.
That's China.
You know, the funny thing,
I know, but the other one's
one of the pillars in that temple, now some call it temple, had like the same like drawing of someone carrying like a little purse or a little bag.
Oh yeah.
Like in a lot of different civilizations. And then also there's carvings of where they put their two hands together in front of their bodies, and a lot of civilizations have done that throughout that time. So they're wondering, do they know like that vast network? Like, I mean, 11,000 years, and they're telling me they never like.
What do you mean they put their hands like?
So
okay, so let's say I was a statue. I would have my hands like this in front of me.
Ooh.
You know what?
I do that all the time.
You
I'm
know
sitting down, and then furthermore, I mean, come on, a bag, of course.
How many times have you carved it?
A kangaroo.
How many times have you carved it? Have you carved it on a rock? Have you carved it on a rock?
But you know how in Hollywood, how we're Hollywood and Highland right there, you have the mall right there, and they have those giant carvings of like those things.
They got rid of that.
I know, but they were holding the bag.
It's gone. I don't know what you're talking about.
They were holding the bag, and if you were going to
it was never there.
If you're going to find that years later, you'd be like, "What did this mean?" It's like, it was actually a mall.
That's how they got rid of it. They didn't want you to know about the Babylonian architecture that was there.
Remember The Simpsons when Lisa finds the angel, and that ended up being a stunt for a mall.
Yeah,
like what? That's all these ancient sites. Are, oh yeah, those are all like
that's probably where they were like, that's the mall. They're like, no, that was just the mall. That was where
that's where they all have these bags.
That's
the free tote you get.
That's where you get your shopping going.
Glendale Galleria.
They all got that bag. Yeah, it's a free tote. They give
oh,
all the ancients got a free tote.
Balenciaga bags are like hot Cheetos. That's what it looks like, but it's a Balenciaga.
Yeah, but it's funny that even Egyptians were like telling during the pyramid times, where the pharaohs would be like, their scientists, dude, will be like, you know, sir, there's been a lot of more civilizations before ours. So the planet has a way of rebuilding itself with different forms.
Yeah, they were saying, hey, you know what? There's people before us. When they were writing it down, but they were saying that those pyramids were already there. The 3 pyramids were already there. The 2 big ones, at least.
Yeah. Well, have you heard of the mud floods?
The mud butt.
When you gotta go to the bathroom.
The mud butt happens when only when I get like some bad chili.
You know. So when you were younger and used to drink a little too much, and then you ate nachos?
Yeah, I rarely eat chili.
No, but there's evidence of a giant.
You know that place in Arizona.
No, there's evidence
no one's allowed to go to
of a giant flood that happened all over the world. It was like a giant mud flood, but it kind of coincides with
mud theory.
Yeah, because they're saying that
they dig it up and you can see the mud on these ancient structures.
Yeah, because they're saying even the pyramids had like little parts of like water.
That could be from the flood though too, because as all the water goes away, it turns into mud. You know,
like barnacles, like shit like that on it.
Yeah,
and then also like they're saying that other site that Gopeki Petiti.
You got it.
That was a good one.
Well, that was a site supposedly after Noah parked his boat somewhere further down Turkey.
Yeah, he had to park that thing.
He parked it. He walked towards that area, and they're saying that's where he had some type of like ritual afterwards, after the flood had passed.
Yeah, when he got drunk.
So
that's the thing. That's what Noah did. Noah got drunk.
They saw his penis, and then
he got wasted, which is probably an allegory for Dionysus in Greece, who is the Greek god who was born a man and ascended into heaven. It was like Zeus had to like sew him up into his leg or something like that. He's like, come on, you're going to becoming a god. But Dionysus creates the wine. Noah gets drunk. Like somewhere in there, alcohol, its creation has something to do with like man being like, all right, we got out of that mess.
Just imagine 11,000 BC beer. They're like, hey.
It's probably because it was a rough discovery. It's rotting stuff that someone experimented with, probably in a harsh setting. Where
here's some wine.
That guy's barely wine. That guy. Well, Grandpa's still alive, and oh fuck, I'm dying. You know, and you're like, but I mean, Grandpa's drinking sludge though. Grandpa's drinking sludge. I don't want to drink that. And he's like, Grandpa's still alive. You know,
he looks like he's having a good time.
And it started purifying. Blind drunk, right? That comes from people before they started learning about purity. You would drink whiskey and you would go blind.
Yeah,
scary times.
Yep.
Yeah, but we're still kind of living scary times. We have all these different things that are killing us every day. You know,
has it ever not been a scary time?
Like, I mean, gotta enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's the
thing that I go back to. That I think that these elites know what true history is. Then that's why they're building all these bunkers, because they're going back down in the ground. The earth is going to purify itself because we're all going to just kill each other, and then just civilization is going to be rising again.
That's poetry, man. That's poetry.
Yeah. They're John, like, hey, you want to be in another book?
You know what,
John? You want to be the banker this time, or should I be the banker?
You know what, John? That right
Red
there.
Shield. You want to be the Red Shields this time?
You're building a bunker. You're burrowing and building a bunker in my heart. In my heart, John.
That's where X marks the spot. There it is.
All right. Well. That was wild.
Woo! Yeah,
let's take a intermission.
But guys, have you seen my shirt?
Huh? Where did it go? That's so weird.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
The Gopeki Petiti.